Johannes, can you give us your thoughts on that result, please?
We are off it the first 15 minutes. Really bad start in many ways. Not only the goal that we concede, but just in general the start. Our press is not intense enough, and we're just off. And I think after the goal, we actually we changed a little bit the structure and the formation up front. And I think actually after that, it became better and better and better, and we found the rhythm and the flow in the game, and we started to control the game. Just before halftime, we have some good situations, and then of course a good start to second half. And I think it's us probably from minute 15 in the game who are on top and is pushing for that winning goal.
Given the performance in the second half, particularly after scoring, is that 2 points left behind then?
Yeah, I think it is. The boys would have been a well-deserved win, especially based on second half. So of course they're disappointed, but they could also see that this was compared to probably a little bit of Derby and a little bit of Preston, or more in the Preston game, this was a step in the right direction, and we looked like the football team that we want to be in big parts of second half and some parts of first half, and just the creativity up front, the calmness in our build-up, and the amount of good situations we get ourselves into. And we have a lot of low crosses where we just need that final aggressiveness, anticipation to get first onto it. The goal we score is beautiful, and we have the chances throughout second half. So I think we dropped 2 points here, but I'm okay, pleased with the performance.
Given the disappointment of those two games at home, the result aside, is that the response that you wanted from the squad?
No, I think we needed a win to give a clear and good response, but before we can just talk about wins, then we need to talk about the performance, and that was off against Preston, and we had a bad feeling after 10 minutes today, because we could see, okay, are we about to start in the same way? But then with a couple of adjustments and players also stepping up in there, I think we look like the team that we want to be, and to have the expectations that we can go away from home and still dominate games, and I think we did that today. So at the end, I'm disappointed that we don't get 2 more points, but like I said, I'm okay with the performance, because I think that was one of the better ones.
Jacob and Matt here are still pretty fresh to the group. How have you found their performances since they've come in?
You can see they're new to the league, where there's some, especially with the intensity and the duels, they have to get used to that. They have to execute their things a little bit faster, whether it's touches or passes or dribbles or stuff like that. But I think Jacob, he grew into the game, and he became better and better for us. And I think also Mate showed in a couple of times what he can do for the team. But I expect that he'll be much better for us. But we just have to understand that it will take a couple of games, because it is a difficult league to step into.
Is there still that bit of caution surrounding Josh Sargent?
We're taking care of him, and we know that in a 3-game week he cannot play 90 minutes too many times. So we knew that today was probably from 60 to 75 minutes maximum for him, and we've made a plan, and we made a plan for how the team should look like in the end of second half. So for us to be able to push for a result, even though Josh was not on. So we're taking care of him as good as we can.
A full week to work with ahead of Stoke. How is that going to look for the squad?
It's going to be very good, because hopefully we can get even more players back. I think I cannot count how many times we played with a different constellation on midfield, and tonight was another one. So that'll be nice and create the competition that we want. But I'm full of praise for the guys stepping in there. Lungi with a couple of difficult weeks and not being in the team in the Derby game, and just stepping in today and playing 90 minutes. It's not easy for an 18-year-old midfielder just to step in the championship and play, was it 75 minutes, something like that, and also being able to control the game for us. So I think what I saw in there was some good steps, and definitely something to build on.